Right, Gaffer. Well, that was a Boxing Day rumble in the, Southampton. What do you think?
Yeah, you dread Boxing Day games as a manager because you never quite know what you're going to get. Luckily we have an honest bunch here, and we trust them to sort of be mindful over Christmas. And at the end of the day, these are not full-time elite footballers. You know, they're working men with families and stuff. So we can't demand too much of them, just that they'll be sensible. And then we'd see soon enough who'd had a really good Christmas and who hadn't. But no, I thought, you know, the way the lads played today was, you know, testament to how they have looked after themselves over Christmas. So they've earned a few well-deserved beers tonight.
And to be fair, actually, Goole did look much better organised than the previous two games we've played them, I think.
Yeah, I think we scored so early. I think that settled us. And I think we just let the game go really flat. I thought after the first 10 or 15 minutes, the remaining half an hour of the first half was a really poor game of football. So many opportunities we had to get in, and we were caught offside through poor timing or, you know, not looking on the line, which was really frustrating. And obviously 1-0 is a very dangerous lead, so we knew we weren't going to have it all our own way in the second half. And we addressed a few things at half time. And yeah, just nice to get back in winning habits and get 3 points on the board.
Well, as we were just saying, more of that indomitable, prickly spirit, because conceding that equaliser, heads could drop, but we just kept going, didn't we?
Yeah, you know, we've said this before, we'll never quit. You know, you have to go right to the end of the game to beat us. And that's, you know, how we want to be, that if you beat us, you've got to earn it. So really disappointed to concede a goal in that manner. I thought we were very, very lucky not to concede a penalty 5 minutes before. But at half time we addressed they want to play through the gaps, they want to turn us round. So if we need to just drop when there's no pressure on the ball and go play 10 yards deeper, absolutely no problem. And what's really frustrating is we seem to do the opposite, trying to defend on the halfway line and giving them so much green behind. So we got away with one with a penalty. And that should have been the let-off, and then, you know, a couple of minutes later the same thing happens and they go and score, which is, you know, infuriating as a manager. But, you know, credit to the lads, you know, they don't quit. But yeah, a game of sort of set pieces really, which we are dangerous from. We've got really good delivery with Lloydie. And then we've got absolute hitman Keegan Townwell. Who,
8 already.
So yeah,
Jesus. Steve Bruce in non-league, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he's scoring goals for fun, and that's great. You know, again, we keep addressing, you know, scoring goals from different sources and things like that. But yeah, the chances missed.
Well, you say about different sources. Binsley's got one. And of course, you know, we've got 308 through the gate, which is a good Boxing Day crowd for us, which is great. And they're seeing an absolute, you know, rip-roaring game. You know, yeah. It was perhaps more even than you want it to be, but that's not going to scare people off. That's going to get them coming back again,
No,
I reckon.
I hope so. I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't really get to play our sort of fluid football. At this time of year, the pitch is going to turn a little bit. They're going to cut up. It's going to be more difficult. You have to play percentages a little bit more. But no, I hope they've seen, you know, lads that are willing to graft and fight for each other. And like I said, Boxing Day can always be a tricky one. It's either someone hammers someone or it's a 0-0 with no one really wanting to run too much. But yeah, I think both teams really put it in today and made a good go of it. Again, like I said, the chances to make us a lot more comfortable we didn't take. When you're missing chances at 1-0, it absolutely stinks of conceding an equaliser, which is what happened. So a great reaction after that to then go and win the game.
And surprisingly, it ended at 11 aside.
Yeah.
It was a good feisty derby, that.
Yeah, well, you know, to an extent that's what you want on the pitch, not off it. But no, a great crowd in today. I hope they go away and want to come back to the Wessie, because their support got us through today, and it was great to see. And happy Christmas with 3 points.
Plenty of hopefully next week at Golka.
Yeah, another tough game. You know, they've recruited a couple of players. They've recruited well. They're on a decent run of form. So it's going to be certainly a tough game. It's a tight pitch at Golka, you know, quite a hostile crowd.
Just a bit.
So yeah, we're going to have to, you know, play our way through it and see if we can kick on a bit of a run now.
Can't wait. All right, cheers then, Gaffer.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Very much.